Hey guys, what's going on? It's CommandrAwesome here. Today, I just want to bring you guys a little tutorial on the basics of Squad. With the free weekend coming up, there's going to be a lot of new players, and I just want to make sure that people have an understanding of how the game operates on a basic level when they join in. So, as I've played this game, I haven't had, you guys may think I have a ton of hours. I only have about 100 hours into this game. Um, I enjoy this game a whole lot. I don't get a lot of time to play games. So when I do, it's usually Arma and this for the most part. Um, Lately with version 8 coming through, I've been playing a lot of Squad, a lot more. So I've been logging more and more hours. But that doesn't mean I don't know how to play the game, because I do. I play it a lot. I have a lot of videos on Squad on my channel. And I just want you guys to be able to just know the basics. I've had a few people in my comments section ask me to make a tutorial because they just can't figure the game out. So this is going to be the first tutorial, and it's going to be all basics. Later on, I may do like a squad leading tutorial on my point of view and how I do things. A lot of the facts that I give you guys may not be completely true. Just because things have changed and maybe I may not be as accurate. I've tried to look up most of the things that I'm telling you guys with the change log for version 8, but things have definitely changed since then. With that being said, here we go. We're going to start off with the basics. Now, don't mind the flickering. That's just, alpha being alpha. I'm sure that's something that'll be fixed. So here we are with Jensen's range. Okay, now Jensen's range is a training map, essentially. A place where you can go. It has firing range. It has all the vehicles that you can jump into, drive them around, test them out. And also has a repair station, ammo crates. Okay, these are ammo crates. And the HMGs are set up. Okay, the Dushka and the what is it? The Browning. So with that being said, let's get started. Okay, so as a new player, a lot of times people watch YouTube videos and they're like, well, I don't understand Squad. Squad is an online team-based shooter, okay? It is a PvP, that's player versus player, okay? So there is no player versus AI, which you might see in games like Arma. It's a game where, people like to say, oh, well, this game's turning COD, or this game's turning this or that. Understand that this is basically your middle ground between an arcade shooter and a realism of, we'll just say, Arma. Okay, it leans more towards an Arma feel, but it has the fluidity of, let's just say, a twitchy shooter in a sense. It's hard to explain, but it's a much slower paced game than, let's just say, your typical Battlefield or your Call of Duty. Much more slower. Now, with that being said, communication is a huge part. It plays a huge part in Squad. And really, without communication, you just set yourself up for failure. So the number one rule that I always say with Squad is you have to have a mic. You have to have a means of communication. And yes, there is a local chat where you can use your keyboard and type a message across the screen to your squaddies and to the local people and to the people on your team, but that just doesn't suffice, okay? If you're going to play Squad, you need a microphone, okay? It is not a lone wolf game. You can't just go out there and just say, hey, I'm just going to run around and start gunning people. You need to stay, it's a tactical shooter. You need to stick with your squad. You need to listen to your squad lead, okay? You need to just do things in an organized fashion. That way you guys can have success. If you're not organized, you're not going to have any success. Okay, because the other team is going to be trying to stay as organized as possible, and they're just going to steamroll you. Okay, so if you want to be successful in Squad, you have to just come in and you just do what your squad leader asks you to do. Okay, within reason, naturally. Okay, a good squad leader is going to come in and is going to tell you what he feels or she feels, how they want to run the squad. A good squad leader also takes advice from the people around them. Okay? Now, enough of the squad leader BS. This is all just a basic way of jumping in the game. So, let's get started here. This is the screen that you're going to jump into when you join a match. Now, you're going to see a lot more, and I'm going to show you some actual server things here when we jump into a real server. But this is just for testing purposes, and I want to explain this now so I don't just go AFK forever in a server and just clog up somebody's spot in a squad. Okay, so here we have our team. Our team currently is USA, all right? You can change your team by clicking the flag and selecting, obviously, okay? Then you have your squad button. Now, when you join into a server, this will come up automatically, your squad server, your squad tab. And it'll list you anywhere from 1 to 5 squads, okay? Each squad consists of 9 slots, 9 players per squad. Now, being as I'm the only one here right now, I'm going to create a squad as a squad leader. So, as a new person coming into this, this is what you're going to see. Okay? Now, I have this key bound to caps lock, but it's actually enter as default. Okay? Now, before we get started here, I want to tell you how to communicate. Okay? So, again, they have different keybinds, but you know what? Let's do this. Let's go into our settings. Okay? Controls. All right, so if you look in your controls here, there's a few different things. All right, you have your map, which opens up a map without the squad focus or the role focus. It's just the map. You cannot use your mouse. The only thing you can do is you can open your map and you can zoom in. We're going to show you that a little bit down the line here. There is a focus button, and that is when you zoom down your scope, you're able to actually zoom in just a hair further and focus in for, like, we'll just say a critical shot. Okay, something that you have to really focus on. Sprint, walk. Okay, that's not right, actually. Let's make that the alt button. Walk. These are just my keybinds. So you're going to have to go into your own controls and you're going to have to configure the way you like to play. Crouch. Okay, spacebar is jump. Then we have our lean left and our lean right. Okay, very essential to squad. Okay, and I'm going to be showing you examples of all these things. Prone. Okay, the movement keys. Fire use. Okay, it's your left mouse. Reload. Okay, zoom. Interact. So that's if you want to get into a vehicle. If you want to go to an ammo crate and select a different class or resupply yourself. Squad lead menu, that'll be when we do a squad lead tutorial. Toggle fire mode, I put mine on my middle mouse button. You can toggle from a single fire to a burst round or auto, depending on the type of weapon you have. Okay. Toggle view doesn't seem to work right now. I don't know if they're going to be planning on third-person vehicles or anything like that. I don't know, but that's irrelevant for now. You have your inventory, which is your weapon selection. Your next item, okay, you can mouse wheel up and down. Okay, now here, chat to all. These are all your in-game chats via keyboard. So you can chat to all, chat team, chat squad. Your local voice. Now, your local voice is, I use my one thumb button, okay? Now, if you look down the bottom left corner of your screen, you'll see a blue microphone, blue speaker with a sound wave coming out of it, okay? Right now, I am queuing up my local voice. Now, local voice basically means that anybody within the vicinity, I don't know how many meters, it's probably like 10 meters or so, or 15 meters, will hear you. Okay? Like as if you're standing next to somebody talking. My other thumb mouse button is bound to the squad radio, the little green icon, the speaker with the sound waves coming out. Okay? That, when you see people talk, it'll come up blue or it'll come up green. Okay? Blue is local. That means somebody's in their local vicinity of you talking. Or green means they're going to come over your squad radio. Your squad radio is the people within your squad, okay? With one of the 9 people that are in your direct squad. So would it be squad 1, squad 2, so on and so forth. Excuse me. Your command radio, that'll be for squad leads, okay? So just disregard that. These radios, I would imagine that'll probably end up coming later on, okay? Your vehicle, switch to driver. These are all ways to switch different seats within the vehicle when you get in. Toggle your vehicle engine, okay? Let's turn the car on, the engine on. Your handbrake. You drop supplies. That'll be for your logistics vehicle. That'll resupply your FOBs, your 4 operating bases, okay? That'll be more on that either later or in another video. I'm not sure yet. Vehicle zoom. That'll have to be something I bind. Haven't done it yet. I don't usually do vehicle gunners. And just your vehicle movement. Okay. Next is game settings. Okay. Field of view. Okay. Your aim sensitivity, mouse smoothing, and invert y-axis movement. Okay. I like to toggle my ADS. Okay. Which is aim down sights. Okay. So I like to just click it and have it. All right. I like to toggle my crouch. I like to toggle my lean. So I hit it once. I don't have to hold it. It makes it easier for movement for myself. Now, these are all just personal preferences. It may not be for you. UI, okay, menu tooltips, radial tooltips, in-game help. Currently, I have them all on just for the purpose of this tutorial, okay? You can mouse over them, and it tells you everything about what's going on. So if you don't understand something, just read the tooltip, okay? Next, these are all things that I have in my inventory because I was a founder. Okay, I bought into the game real early in alpha stages, and this is some things that I've gotten for doing so. Okay, so that's all we're going to do, and then we're going to come back. Well, we're going to get out of this menu here, okay? Now, let's get into the meat and potatoes here. I hit my caps lock to open the spawn screen. This is considered your spawn screen. Again, this will be your squad tab. It'll list all the squads. Next, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a squad. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename the squad. Currently, the squad name is Alpha. We're going to name it INF for Infantry Mics. Okay, that means that I want to do, as a squad leader, I would want to be an infantry squad, and I want everybody to have mics. Because I don't tolerate, as a squad leader, being able to talk to somebody and them not to be able to respond. Number 1, that's poor communication. Number 2, I don't have time to be making decisions by waiting on somebody who's going to type on a keyboard to me. That's not going to happen. I play squad for the simple fact of being a tactical, strategic, immersive experience. And that kills my immersion. And 99.9% of the squad leaders who care will say the same thing. So we're going to just simply create squad. Now, here you go. We are currently in a squad. We are in infantry mics, okay? We are one of 9 players. My current role is squad leader, which is a sergeant symbol, okay? That's what every squad leader is going to have. Currently, I'm using a M4A1 red dot sight, okay? And it tells you the loadouts, okay? Very well scripted tutorial, tooltips. Tells you everything you need to know about everything. Okay, so as a squad leader, I have 2 things I can choose. Now, this dictates how many people are in the squad, whether or not I get to upgrade to an optic, which is a 4 times, or an RCO. Okay, so for now, I'm just going to be a red dot. Okay, now, as a new person coming in, you're going to join a squad, and then it's going to bring you to this screen. What you're going to have available to you, once again, dictates how many people are in this squad. If, let's just say 8 people are in here and you're the 9th person coming in, you will have the option to pick medic, which is a support role. You can pick all the squad roles, and you can pick all the fire support roles within reason. Now, with that being said, is teams get allocated a certain amount of fire support roles and squad roles. Okay. To be honest, I don't know the exact numbers. And when they're grayed out, you won't be able to select them. And I'll show you that later on when we go in the server. So let's just say right now I'm a squad leader. for you as a new person, you would want to be a rifleman or one of these down here. Do not be a squad leader for your first time in, okay? Once you get everything under your belt and you get to understand what's going on, then you can then bump yourself up to squad leader and give it a shot, okay? First order of business, when you jump into a game and you're brand new, you want to radio over your squad frequency and say, squad lead, I just joined the server, or I just joined your squad. Is there any specific role that you would like me to be, and where do you want me to spawn? That's it. Okay, and a good squad leader will assess his lineup and say, hey, listen, you know what? We need another medic. Come in as medic, please. Yeah, that's a Roger. Come in as medic. Oh, and also spawn at Foxtrot 3, keypad 6. Okay. Yeah, it's a Roger. Spawning on Foxtrot 3, keypad 6. Communication is key. Okay. Number one rule, communication, always. All right. So next step, we now know everything in here. Okay. You'll just read the tooltips and you can figure them all out. Okay. We now know how to communicate by using our local chat and our squad chat. Okay. Next, before we even get in the game, here's your map. Okay. Your map is laid out into grids. Okay. And in each one of these grids, there are 9 little squares that make up one grid. Okay. Grids are laid out through A through K, 1 through 11. Okay. And the way you communicate, okay, we'll just say that our US main here is where we want to be. We're going to say Foxtrot 3, keypad 6. Imagine this block as your keypad on your computer. Okay? So this would be keypad 1, keypad 2, keypad 3, keypad 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So Foxtrot 3, keypad 6 is right where US main is. So, with that being said, we now know how to say the map. Now, this will be Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta Echo Foxtrot Golf Hotel India, so on and so forth, okay? All the way down. Now, you might ask yourself exactly, how do I know how far it is from here to here? How big, how many meters is this grid square? Well, each map is different, okay? If you look down your bottom right-hand corner here, you have a legend, okay? And in this legend here, it's going to tell you the distances for the grids, okay? One grid on this map is 135 meters. So me being a squad leader, okay, say we're stationed right here. I'm going to put a mark. Okay, we're right here, and I spot contact. Enemy infantry, right there. I say to you, hey, rifleman, you guys got contacts to your west, about 135 meters west of you, okay? You're going to look on your map and say, hey, look at that, 135 meters, bang, okay? Now, when I say west, I automatically knew west because it's just the way a compass is. No matter where you're looking, it's north, south, east, west, okay? Don't confuse yourself when you're spinning around in circles on the map. If you pull your map up, it's always north, south, east, west. Up, down, right, left. Okay? So, the 400 mark will be for fobs, and we'll get to that in a little bit. Okay? So, now we go into the map a little further. We see these icons. We have ammo. These are places that you can resupply and change your kit. We have an opposition's base. Okay. That's a Russian main. We're US main. All right. Even though the flags are a little different. It's a little mess up right there. But then you have your HMGs, your emplacements. Okay. You can see the road. You know, you can follow the roads. You can follow the structures. You can see the compounds on the map. Things like that. Okay. Next, we have our vehicles on the map. Now, each vehicle, let me see. It doesn't show you the vehicle legend, and I don't know where that might be. Now, They're all different vehicles here, okay? Each one is signified a different symbol. Here's a repair station. I believe this is a logistics truck. This is a transport truck. This is either a Humvee or a technical. This, I believe, is the Crow's Humvee. I believe. I could be wrong. I'd have to be in map to check it out. Again, another logistics vehicle, supplies, things like that. And this is like a BTR, a BMP. Okay? So, that is your basic overview of the map and how to navigate it. Okay? So, let's get in game. So now, let's see. I am a squad leader. Now, we come to the map. This is the only spot currently. This little blip is the only spot that we can currently spawn in on. Okay? So, let's hop in at US main. Okay, here we are. US main. All right? We're walking around, all that good stuff. Now, let's see. I'm going to come right over here and show you what an ammunition crate looks like. This is your ammunition crate. Okay? You use your interact key, which is F. You press to rearm. You can press it. Brings up a radial wheel. Okay? You have resupply, command and support, rifleman, fire support. I'm currently in command. So I would click this. From here, I can pick a squad leader red dot. I can pick a squad leader optic, or I could go medic. But that's not what I want, because if I lose my squad lead kit, things happen. They put medic under support role, which is what it is. So I'm going to actually switch mine now to a 4x. Boom. There I go. I now have a 4x optic. Okay? So that's your ammunition. Now, inside this map, they have training. You can come in here and do a little test run with targets, things like that. Another ammo crate. Now, these are all on the map. So if I hit M and I hit N as in Nancy to zoom in, I can see, if you look on the map, you can see the little arrow. Now, I'm looking right at that ammo crate. But I'm still, now right now I'm facing north, east, south, west. Okay? Now, that little cone in front of you is what you can see on the screen. Okay? That is your peripheral vision. So if I turn around and I hit M to close it, I can see them vehicles. Now, me personally, I don't like to use the map key. And for one reason only. I usually squad lead. So if I hit my caps lock, which is bound to my my spawn screen, I get to see all my information as a squad lead. I get to see everybody who's in my squad and the roles that they're playing. I also get to use my mouse and I get to dictate things. I get to put markers, waypoints, things like that to show my team where I want them to be. Okay? So, that's that. Here we go. Close this up. We can see we have all these vehicles over here. That's for another time. Now, on to the next business order of business here, which is how do we communicate with our squad mates? Okay? Now, if you look, I'm gonna push my spawn screen just so I can show you with my mouse pointer. Down here, that is your, I guess they call it the compass, the radar, whatever. Okay? Right now, let's see, we'll put it on direct north. Direct north is 0, 0, 0. Okay? This bar is going to tell you a lot of different things. It's going to tell you in green dots where your squad mates are, okay, in relation to where you're looking. So if you look over here, you might see a squad dot. That'll show you in the in-game server. Another thing it may show you is a marker that that a squad leader may put out there, okay? They won't show that for me because I think it's just because it's a training area. But that marker that I just put down would come up as a flag on your compass so that you can just point towards the flag and start walking to know where you're going. It'll tell you how many meters away you are so that you can get to your destination. Okay? That's a few different ways of just communicating by not even saying anything, just me placing down markers and you understanding. Okay. Now, next order of business. How do I communicate to my squad mates? Okay. Let's just say that this sign right here, okay, that sign from my location is bearing 328. So I might say to my squad leader, I'm on the radio now. As you can tell, I'm on my squad channel. I might say, be advised, squad lead, we have contact at 328, bearing 328 from my position. He's about 20 meters, danger close. Over. That squad leader will say, that's a Roger. 328 from your position, you're clear to engage. Over. All right. Boom. Now, when somebody says over, that necessarily means that they're waiting for a response. When they say out, that means transmission is done. Okay? Just simple radio rules. Okay? Nothing fancy. Nothing too hardcore. Okay? So just because I'm saying 328 from my position doesn't mean the person that might be standing here will have the same bearing. Okay? So another thing you can say is we have contacts northwest bearing 328 from my position. That way, somebody over here, where I put that marker roughly, okay, would look northwest and be in the general area of that contact. Okay? I mean, if you want to sit there and do the math, well, he's over there, he's got 328. Oh, well, maybe, 298 is me. I mean, that's just not going to work. It's not something that you're going to have time to do in your head. And if it is, good for you. You're amazing. But for somebody like me, I'm just saying northwest because that gives your team an idea of where the contact is, where the enemy is. All right? So, again, you would say, be advised, squad lead, I have a contact at 328, bearing 328 from my position, about 20 meters out. How copy? Yeah, that's a Roger. Contact northwest. You're clear to engage. Out. Okay? Now here's you engaging, and he might say to you, Rifleman, how many contacts did you say were northwest of you? Over. And you could say back, yeah, I currently have 2 times enemy EI to my northwest, danger close. Over. I need backup. Over. Something like that. You know what I mean? You just basically speak the way you think. I mean, you don't have to say all these over. You don't have to say out. You don't have to say Roger. You don't have to do any of that. This is just simple, clean ways to communicate. Okay? Not everybody you come in contact with is going to speak like that. Not all that stuff. Okay? So, another order of business here. When you are talking in game, the best thing you can do for your squad is communicate over the squad channel only if it's necessary. If you're going to chum it up, you're just clogging up the comms. Okay? That's bad. That's no good. Okay? There's a guy standing right next to you. Right there. Use your local chat. Hey, buddy, what's going on? Not much, man. How you doing? I'm all right, good. Whatever. Okay? Don't sit there and broadcast to the entire squad that you're talking about what you ate for dinner and how friggin' awesome it was. Okay? It's just hard as a squad leader to hear all the squad chat in your headset, plus the command channel in your headset, plus all the local chat in your headset. You're just making noise. Unless it's relevant information, don't say it over the squad chat. Okay? Simple. Do what your squad leader says. A good squad leader is not going to sit there and just be a dick. He's not going to sit there and say, "What are you doing, asshole? You're screwing up the whole team," and all that stuff. You know, you're screwing up all the strategy and all that crap. You're just going to say, most squad leaders will say, "Hey man, how you doing? All right, I just want you up on that hill at, bearing 045. I want you set up on that for Overwatch looking west because we're about to assault to our west and we need eyes there." Okay? And you're going to say, "That's a Roger. Go on up there, do your business, and do your job." Okay? Squad leading is not an easy thing. And if you're going to do it, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with learning everything. I'm learning every day. Whether you think I'm good or I'm bad, I'm still learning. Okay, we all are. I mean, unless you're a war veteran, which there are a lot of people in this game who've done this shit in real life. And I give them all the respect in the world. But you have to understand that we're playing a video game, okay? And we want to stay in an immersive environment. If you want to go off and run and gun and be a lone wolf, this is not the game for you, okay? This is all about coordination. It's all about communication and just being a team, okay? So with that being said, just follow your team. And if you have questions, ask them. This community is great. This is one of the only communities I've been in that I've actually been able to come in and ask a question and not feel like a total asshole. Okay? If you ever see me, send me a message. Get in my squad, ask me questions. If I know the answer, I'll tell you. If I don't, we can look it up. This game is something that's going to be special someday. It really is. Okay? It's going to be one of the greatest games. As long as the community can stay true. So, as a new player, you want to just do your job as a new player. Get some games under your belt. Get some matches under your belt. Really just listen in on the comms and how people talk and what the squad leaders are doing. And then when they make a decision, if you have a advice, maybe, hey, all right, I want you up on that hill there, bearing 045 to watch the west. You might say, hey, squad lead, would you mind if maybe I went to my 345 and got a better vantage? That hill looks a little higher. He might say, yeah, it's Roger, go for it. Because you know what? Advice, no matter who you are, you may have a good idea. Although the squad leader might say, listen, I'd really appreciate if you went on 045 because we may actually end up scooping under this hill and actually coming up shorter. I know the map and I need you to have eyes right at that specific location. There just might be a reason for it. A good squad leader isn't going to totally just say, no, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're just a new guy. No, that's not how it is here. Okay. And if it is, then you should leave that squad and go to another one because that person doesn't understand what it is to be new and doesn't remember what it is to be new. So with that being said, let's get on to, let's see, where is it? Where is it? The firing range around here. There it is, firing range down here. Do a quick little firing exercise here on how to change your fire rates, things like that, understanding the bottom widget, things like that. All right. So we're going to come over here to let's just sit here at the 50 meter. All right. So I'm going to crouch. All right. Now, if you look down to the bottom right, let me see. Can I do this with this? Okay, it disappears. If you look down your bottom right, you can see a little bar. Here, I'll run around a little bit. See that bar going down? Bottom right-hand corner of my screen. All right. That's my fatigue. The lower it goes, the more weapon sway you're going to have. Okay. So you want to try and keep that at minimal, like no less than a quarter. Seriously. Okay. So you can see it's starting to turn red. I have a little bit of weapon sway. Not too bad though. Okay. Now, let me see if there's an ammo crate here. There is one over here. Let's go to the ammo crate real quick because I want to show you something. We're going to hold F in the ammo crate. And I am going to go to my command. And I'm going to go to... We're going to go back to the red dot. Alright? I'm going to show you why. Now, go back to this spot. Here's our 50 meter range. Now, if you look at your bottom right, it says S. And that's for single fire. Now, if I click my middle mouse button, again, your control may be different. It goes to A, which is automatic fire. So we have single fire, automatic fire. Now, I want you to take notice to the wheel that's down there, the circle. Currently, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are 5 magazines that I have left. We're going to reload. Okay. We currently have 5 magazines. And when there is a bullet in the middle of that circle, that means that I have a magazine chambered. I have a bullet chambered. So I'm ready to go. So we're going to just go to single fire and fire. All right. We're hitting them. You hear the dinging? That's hitting them. Hard to see. See how it's hard to see right now? If I hold my shift key, it zooms me in a little bit. All right? That's for those critical shots if you really want to be patient. Now keep eyes on the bottom right-hand corner. Notice that the one tab is yellow. That is the magazine I'm currently going through. Okay? Watch the magazine. It's starting to turn like an orange color. It's letting you know you're getting low on ammunition for that magazine. And boom, gone. Notice the bullet in the middle of the circle is gone. That means you're out. You are out of bullets in that magazine, so you better reload. Reloading. Now I'm down to 4 magazines. So it's 4 magazines with 1 magazine loaded. And I'm on single fire. Now if I go to automatic, zoom in. Obviously less accurate, but I cleaned that clip out real quick. All right, 3 magazines, 1 magazine loaded. All right. If you look at your upper right-hand corner, that is your ticket count. In-game, that'll be a little different. So let's get in-game. This is the screen you're going to start off with when you start a game. Okay? The game has just begun. It's 600 tickets. There's a 1 hour, 55 minutes, and 30 seconds left in the match. Okay? Now, again, like I told you before, it automatically opens up to the squad screen. And you look through here. You can see that currently there are 3 squads active. So we could create 2 more squads if need be. Now, there's 7 of 9 in Bravo. This one's full, Charlie's full, and Alpha's full. So we're going to join Bravo. All right, now we're in Bravo. Okay? We can see everybody that's on the squad. Okay? We can see what we can be as in the squad. All the riflemen are accessible to us. Notice, the one with the 4x optic, there's only 1 of 2 squad availability. Okay? There's no scout available to us. No grenadier, auto. We can be auto rifleman. We can be AT. Oh, no longer be AT. See, it just went dark. Okay? A lot of things went dark. We only have available to us is, oh, see it open back up. These rifleman slots and 1 more medic slot. Okay? Take notice. All right? Now.
We're going to push the upper, try to delay them.
Okay. Now they're talking over squad chat. Notice in the bottom left. All right? Now, here's our map. Looks a little different. The sizes are different of each grid. Okay? So, if you look closely, it's hard to see, but there's lines. There's these white lines. Okay? Hard to see, but they are there. There it is. You can see them. A white line from militia camp all the way to radio tower.
Shit, man.
Now, see, it went blue. That is because we start at, the whole entire squad starts out at militia camp and then has to assault the radio tower first in order to progress through the ladder. This is the ladder for this specific map. It would be militia camp, radio tower, Neva lower, Neva upper, bunker, Russia main. Now, this is Gorodok, advanced and secure, infantry. So there are no vehicles on this right now. And this is the version 1. You may be version 2 with vehicles, and the layout may be totally different. But you will see this ladder, and you have to follow this ladder in order to actually get somewhere. Okay? Now, this game is basically tug of war. Okay? So we're all going to be fighting. Right now, bunker. So the Russians are currently going to be trying to get Neva upper. Okay? They have to secure Neva upper before they can secure Neva lower. Okay? And you're obviously going to start fighting right here. All right, they just secured Neva upper, and they're going to be fighting right here. These guys are going to now push to Neva lower and just try and manhandle these guys. But our team looks pretty well reinforced here. Now, if you look on the map, this here is a rally point.
Somebody said you had a beautiful voice. I just wanted to hear
now, This rally point
Oh, thanks, man.
is something that the
Hey,
squad
we're
leader
push
put
over
down
here
for his
from,
squad
240
to
S,
spawn
man. Trying
on.
to get on this backside of
Okay?
this ridge.
Now, with that being said, I could now spawn on that. There's 4 spawns left on that
Try to get you.
rally. If that rally gets 4 more people spawning, it disappears, and the squad leader needs to set a new rally point. See that the squad leader put a marker on the map. So we're going to get in game. Here we are in game. Now, notice, if you look at the 472 meters, the flag on my compass down the bottom, that is the waypoint that the squad leader, let me show you here, that the squad leader set right here. Okay? So that's what everybody in the squad is going to see. Now, okay, a little bit much, but we'll keep going. Now, I'm here. I'm walking through.
Arrows.
Okay. Right now, I'm being a bad squad person.
There.
I haven't communicated with my squad or nothing, but this is all for purposes of teaching you guys. All right. So this purple shield means that it is imperative that at least somebody defends this while the rest of the squads attack this point. Notice, it is our next step in the ladder to attack Neva Upper. Okay? So, somebody amongst the squads, we can't hear the command channel as riflemen. Only squad leaders can talk. All right? So, this is just the way that it looks like. 1 is defending, 3, and everybody else are going. All right, looks like I'm getting shot up. And there's a lot of flickering on the map. I'm getting shot up. Oh, this dude's trying to shoot me. Anyway. If you look below this, he's gonna try and kill me. If you look, one spawn left. He's gonna drop a new rally over here. All right. So another place you could spawn other than militia camp would be your rally. Another spot on top of that would be an FOB, which is a forward operating base, and this is the marker for the FOB. Okay? Right here, it's red. When it's red, it means that it's inactive. There's 2 things. It could mean that it's inactive, or it could mean that it's being taken over by an enemy squad. Now, without getting into too much detail, when it's blue, you can spawn on it. Okay? When it's red and somebody drops it, that means that it's going to take 7 minutes of cooldown time before it becomes active to spawn on.
Right, right. Body. Where am I positioned?
So, with that being said, guys, let's get out of the server, because I'm going to close up this specific little tutorial for basic. Basically, I wanted you guys to just understand how this game works on a basic level, and I hope that this tutorial is going to help you guys. I'm sorry that it's so long, but I tried to be as clear as I could possibly be with you guys. Now, if I'm wrong about anything that I've said in this tutorial, please tell me in the comments below. Again, I'm learning every day. I don't know everything. This is not my game. I didn't develop it. Okay? I try and keep up with it. I try and do my best with it. And I just want to provide you guys with this service because there's going to be so many new people coming in this weekend. And I hope that this is going to help you guys out. If this tutorial did help you guys out, please make sure you hit that like button. It helps me a lot. Also, if you have friends who don't know how to play this game, show them this video, okay? If you guys want a squad lead video, something that shows you my point of view and how I do the game, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. If there's anything else that you guys want me to tell you about or teach you or show you. If I know it, I'll show you. If I don't know it, I'll ask people and then I'll show you. Okay? This game is amazing and I want the community to be aware of how to play the game properly. Okay? So please don't hesitate to let me know what you guys think of the video. And let me know if you want me to continue this series on a greater detail. So that I know from here on out if I should be doing these tutorials or not. So once again, guys, thank you for your time. And if you did get to this point, you guys are awesome. That means you guys watched the whole video and you enjoyed what I was saying. So I hope this helped you guys out, and I really appreciate you guys coming by to check this out. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe, man, if you enjoyed it. All right. So it's time to mount up, boys. Time to get in game and kick some serious ass. Take care, guys. Until the next one.